Hello, family. This is Liz. Just coming to have a quick chat today. Just want to provide a little insight, on things that are going on in the market. We hear, all the bad news that's going on around us, and but we still need to recognize, that there are opportunities out there for us. So, just want to take a minute to look at some charts with you all real quick, and let's see what's going on here. I'm going to look at two companies today. Look at Boeing and Ford. First chart here is Boeing. This is a monthly chart. If you take a look up here in the top left corner, you see that M right there. BA means that this is Boeing. Um, so each one of these candles represents 1 month. And this is what Boeing has done this month. This candle has dropped all the way down from 200. I'm sorry, let me see what's the high of that. $297.44 all the way down to drop down to $89 at some point here. But just wanted to take a look at this because, I'm looking at Boeing and Ford because these two companies have basically dropped their dividends, or there's news and speculation that it will happen. So just wanted to see, because people have been buying up Ford. People, have been advertising they've been buying Ford. But let's take a look at it. I'm going to take a look here at just the last 5 years of Boeing. We'll see. Look here and see. This orange line represents January 2015. So just going back, looking at this chart, it's going in an upward trend, and then you see this awful drop here, all of a sudden with Boeing, and then going back and looking back at 2009 here, March 2009. This is when Boeing started its upward trend. So basically, 2009 we could say was basically around the end of the last recession. Boeing started going back up. Um, so basically, they were where they were supposed to be. If you look here at the beginning, was September 2007, it was going down. Those were the recessionary years, or years leading into the recession. And then after the years of the recession, Boeing was going up. Whereas if we take a look over here at Ford, this is the last 5 years. This first orange line is for the last 5 years. I put these lines on here so that we could see, kind of like a channel here where Ford has been basically on a decline for these 5 years. And like I said, each one of these candles is 1 month. So it broke out of the channel in February, and then this is what it's done in March. Okay. And then looking back at the 10-year mark, sorry, not 10 years, but around the last recession, 2008 here, reached a low point here, then again in 2009, and then, began its upward momentum. But if we take a look at this, this part right here, 1999, Ford reached this high point, and it was on a decline way before the recessionary years. Here's 2007 right here, and then moving down. So it had been on a downward trend before that, before those recessionary years went up. Never even reached the highs that it reached, before the recession of 2008. So, as people are buying their, companies buying stock right now during this time where the market is declining, you want to know which companies are good companies to invest in. You only get that knowledge by studying, applying yourself to the markets, and understanding what's going on. So you could have reached out or jumped in and bought Ford. You could have jumped in and bought Boeing. But one of those companies is more likely to stand during this time than the other. And so with proper research, you can know which of those companies, would bring more value to you in the long run. So just want to encourage you, for less than $2.50 a day, or $75 a month, or even for only $250, you can buy the entire basic package of the Abaga's core knowledge, and understand, how to research a company, what to look for. And you don't even have to know how to read those charts. I just happen to know how to read charts, but you can read spreadsheets. Read income statements and balance sheets to get an understanding of how to evaluate these companies. So, just want to leave you with that. To know what you're getting into. Don't just jump because it's time to jump or it looks like it's time to jump, but really know what you're doing. Because you're building, for the future. So this is Laissa. You can find me at Laissa S Barnes on Facebook. You can find me at Legacy Genius 44 on Instagram, and you can also find me on Twitter and YouTube at Laissa Barnes. I'd love to hear from you. Take care. Bye.